Haven't done a YouTube in a while. What's your message? I'm in a cafe and they decided to put me in this little terrace, which I think is a sign from the universe, because how perfect is it? There's a bookcase there, there's plants everywhere, no one around. So I'm taking this opportunity to give you guys a message. Here we go. Repeat this daily. I will overcome any challenge I face because I have done so in the past. When God sees your potential, you got to believe that. You got to believe that you were put here for something great. So when those challenges come up and you start doubting yourself and you start feeling like this is too much, that's because the reward is too much. The reward is huge because you're finally understanding that you can overcome challenges because you've already done them in the past. You already proved yourself that you can get through things. Every day that you wake up, God is like, yeah, sorry, you think you're giving up, but you're not. You're actually being given another chance every day that you wake up. So don't hold yourself back. Don't do it, because when you give up like that, you're giving up on God's plan for you. You're giving up on what's meant for you, okay? It's not that scary. Me doing this YouTube thing was scary once upon a time. You know, speaking to strangers. I've been going out in public handing out my book so I can get wisdom from strangers, because we don't realize that we're not alone. There are so many people struggling in the world, and just to remind someone of that and just to be like hearing their journey, it's like, whoa, you know? And I love solitude, so trust me, being alone, it's great. But when you do it too much, you're actually missing out on a lot of wisdom. You're missing out on a lot of things people could share with you. And sharing stuff with, like, people in my real life, it's great. You know, you can hear their story, you know who they are. But hearing it from other people, that's why I always say travel is such a powerful thing to have. And if you can, do it in your own town. I'm acting as though I don't live in Australia. I'm literally living my life as though I'm a foreigner, because I want to be in that energy where everything feels new. Like, I've never been here before. This is in Sydney, Newtown, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And the people that I'm starting to bump into, it's like, wow. Once you open up yourself, the world will open up to you. Okay? Wow, I felt that one deep. Because I struggled to trust people. I even struggled to open up with people, but my life wasn't always exciting that way, because when you're always like this, you can't really connect to anyone. So now I know, as soon as I start to open up, God is like, thank you. Now I can show you what real love is. Now I can show you what real friendship and real connections is, because you're starting to accept it. You're starting to be authentic with yourself. You're starting to understand that this isn't about you being scared all the time. This is about you overcoming that so you can open your heart. There's a quote by Rumi that goes, you need to break your heart so many times that it finally opens. And that's crazy. This is my favorite song. I just got goosebumps. This is Frank Ocean. There's in the swimming pool. I'm not brave. I feel like my past self is saying that, but the new like, ooh. Wow. I just got emotional. Ooh. Sorry. I'm just having a moment because it's like when you shed old layers of yourself, you start to realize how far you've come, you know? And it took me a long time to get over this social anxiety and putting myself out there. But now I'm starting to realize that as soon as you tell yourself you got this, you are capable, you are brave, the rest of it just flows. And God will always remind you through signs, through people, that you are capable. But you've held yourself back so many times, and your past version is going to grieve that. Your past version doesn't recognize this new version, and therefore you're in this tug of war, and you're like, that's all I've ever known back there. That's why I don't want to go to this new future that I actually deserve. Right, when you're in the in-between world, it's tough because you don't know how to break out of it. You're kind of just like, I want to go there, but I want to go there. And the universe is always going to push you towards what you actually are meant for. And it's not comfortable because it's not familiar. Okay? But once you're aware of all the mistakes you've already made, once you're aware of all the things that you've already gone through, it's like, I don't mind it, you know? It's not that scary, okay? One more message for you guys. Worrying too much only invites more things to worry about. That is so true. Because when you do that, you're just going to invite more pain, more confusion, when you don't need all that, okay? Worrying and just fear, that is something that I've had to let go of. And I feel like I'm starting to do it. So I really pray that this message, like these messages, are resonating with you. And I know that if you're on this journey, it's for a good reason. You didn't come this far just to suffer your way through life. You're here to recognize your pain and grow from it. You're here to recognize what's holding you back so you can take yourself forward, okay? You can do it. You've gone through so much in life. I don't know who you are, but if you're resonating with this story and these messages, it's not by accident. If you can still smile even when you're feeling all this gunk, God is going to reward you for really showing up, for really continuing your journey. You got this. I really believe in you guys. Okay? You didn't come this far for no reason, and it's only a matter of time until God and the universe show you that. Okay? Go get yourself a coffee and let's cheers to that. Okay? Ooh. Love you guys.